Hello viewers, this is Simran Rajpal and you're watching Jagran. Today, we are diving into one of the most transformative events in the world history, the American Revolution. This wasn't just a war, it was a revolution of ideas, a fight for liberty that would forever change the course of nations. It's the story of how 13 British colonies in North America decided to break free and forge their own destiny. The seeds of this revolution were sown long before the first shot was fired. By the mid-18th century, Britain's victory in the 7 Years' War had left it with a massive debt. To pay it off, the British Parliament began imposing a series of taxes on its American colonies. This was a major point of contention as the colonists had no representation in the Parliament and felt they were being taxed without their consent. The famous slogan, "No taxation without representation," became the rallying cry for the colonists. Britain passed laws like the Stamp Act and the Townshend Acts, which taxed everything from legal documents to the tea. The colonists, led by figures like Samuel Adams and Paul Revere, organized boycotts and protests. The tension escalated, leading to events like the Boston Massacre in 1770, where British soldiers fired on a crowd, and the Boston Tea Party in 1773, where colonists, disguised as Native Americans, dumped British tea into the harbor. The conflict officially began in April 1775 with the battles of Lexington and Concord. The British marched to seize colonial military supplies but were met by local militaries known as Minutemen. The war had begun. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, a landmark document primarily drafted by Thomas Jefferson that declared the colonies' separation from British and articulated the fundamental rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Continental Army, led by George Washington, was initially outmatched by the professional British Army. However, strategic alliances proved to be a game changer. The American victory at the Battle of Saratoga in 1777 convinced France to officially recognize the United States and provide crucial military and financial support. This was a major turning point that broadened the conflict and weakened Britain. Other key figures like Benjamin Franklin, who secured the French alliance, and Marquis de Lafayette, who fought alongside the Washington, played a pivotal role. The war concluded with the decisive Battle of Yorktown in 1781, where a combined force of American and French troops trapped a large British army under General Cornwallis. This defeat was a major blow to the British, and a few years later, in 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed. This treaty officially ended the war, recognized the United States as an independent nation, and set its new borders, marking a victory for the colonists. The American Revolution was like a monumental event with a lasting legacy. It not only created the United States but also inspired other democratic movements around the world, including the French Revolution. The principles of liberty, self-governance, and individual rights laid out in the Declaration of Independence became a cornerstone of modern democracy. It set the stage for the creation of the US Constitution and the Bill of Rights, documents that continue to shape the American society today. So, what are your thoughts on this American Revolution? Do let us know in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like and share it and subscribe to Jagran for more such valuable content. Thank you for watching.